Yeah, so very good evening to all of you. And just on the eve of again another festive weekend ahead, uh, Diwali, happy Diwali to all. And what other than music also to really spark off our Diwali. So today's song for discussion that I've chosen, and as we were discussing before just a while back, some of us have not heard this song. Uh, to me, it was a surprise, but yes, I can guess because this movie never became a very popular movie. This is from a movie called Namkeen, 1982, directed by Gulzar Saab himself. And it's a beautiful movie. I must recommend that all of us see. And it's such a beautiful layered movie, typical of Gulzar ji. The movie is all about the daughters of an elderly lady. Elderly lady is Wahida Rahman, who used to sing in that uh, what I should say uh, in that areas, some of the so-called red light areas of Lucknow earlier, and then she has shifted and stays in Kulu now in her old age with her three daughters, and they live under wretched poverty. The elder daughter is Sharmila Tagore, and the middle daughter is Shabana Azmi, who is dumb, and the younger daughter is Kiran Bairali. So Choti. So they are in such a poverty that they don't know whether they will have a meal in the next half of the day. So that's a kind of poverty they live in. And Sanjeev Kumar is a truck driver. Because due to some assignment, he lands up there. He searches for a house where he can stay, and of course, he doesn't have enough money. So whatever money he can give them, he found this house. Whatever money he can give them is their income, and Sanjeev Kumar also gets a place to stay and get some basic food. So he is a truck driver by profession. So this is the background of the story. And this song appears towards the last part of the movie when Sanjeev Kumar has got another assignment and has to move out, and he's moving out. So in the meantime, he tried giving an offer to one of the daughters for marriage, which didn't never worked out and all that. So at this juncture, he starts moving on for his next assignment, living there in the village with whom he had stayed for a while. And that's when the song starts. So that's a background. So we just heard this song. So the best part is most of you haven't heard it. I think Shoma was nodding, so she might have heard this song. So Purvi, Sumita, Yatish, Anu, if you have heard this song earlier, we just played it once and we'll play it again. So what comes to your mind as we always start off with when you listen to this song or when you have just heard this song?
Um, for me, whenever I hear this song, it seems like a journey of life, you know. It's metaphorically the rhythm, the melody, everything churns down into the how the journey of life is राह पे चलते हैं यादों पे सफर करते हैं. So it's typical of Gulzar where he uses lot of metaphors and connects the beauty of life with the songs. So yeah, that is. I mean, even
Yeah,
the melody, I feel it's like moving. Nothing
absolutely.
is constant. That is what I can see.
Wow, wow. That's a thunder you've stolen. That constant part. Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful observation. Yeah, yeah, fantastic.
And lovely movie, as you said. It's a
Yes,
beautiful
a
movie, and
beautiful
all the
movie.
songs are beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for
Anything?
me, when I heard this song, Pratik, right now when you were playing, I haven't heard this before. It seemed that there was a heaviness in letting go of the past memories, and the excitement. I did not see the excitement of the new journey where what he was driving towards. It was a lot of baggage. It was a lot of memories, lot of past coming along in the new phase of whatever he was driving towards. Is what I heard uh, in the expressions, in the facial expressions when I saw Sanjeev Kumar, and the music was rhythmic. The music was not heavy. The music was flowing. It was flowing like a river. It was as if it's encouraging him to just flow, just allow yourself to flow. That's what was coming to me when I was hearing this.
Wonderful. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what it is. the flow part of it. And the constant part that Soumya said. Yatish, you would want to add, Purvi, Anu?
I think for me, again, I was hearing it for the first time. It was very easy to, like, just go along with it, especially like listening to it for the first time. Like hota hai na kabhi kabhi, it's a particular tune that you can just easily just listen to it once, hum along. um I think it was something like that for me. But when you describe this background and this story, I think I can make a lot of connections to, like, also to what Sumita said, right? His facial expressions did not have anything to show excitement for what he's going towards, but it was like, okay, it's just like going on, um either without like much excitement in life or without much thinking, like just flowing along with what's coming his way. um and I can only make that connection, of course, because you also shared, like, the background. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this unfolds.
I think three of you have used so absolutely the operative word. So Sharma used the word constant. Yeah, Yatish, please. Yeah,
Pratik, sorry,
no
my
problem.
apologies. I'm at the wheel. I did not want to miss this session, so I was listening to it. Thanks for giving the background. I'm definitely going to watch the movie. Of course, Sanjeev Kumar is such a master of emoting. Uh, I can imagine the kind of emotions that he's portraying facially. So I really want to go back and watch this movie. But the song is really very um it's very deep and very profound. Like you said, multi-layered, and I could connect to all the metaphors that were coming along. But I would like to go back and listen to it more deeply.
I think all the three speakers like Shamya, Sumita, and Purvi touched upon such beautiful words. And Purvi also gave a nice perspective. So Shamya said constant, Sumita said flowing, opposite. Okay, yet so relevant. And then Purvi, you also opened up another perspective, which I never, while I was also listening. The easy part. It was easy. Very interesting, actually. This is a new thing. Also, I acquired from you, and I can correlate now, and maybe I'll try to stitch that when I share my thought. But it's beautiful. It's constant, flowing, easy. Anu, anything? If you have heard this song, or you can come later because you missed this song. We
Yeah,
are fine.
I kind of missed it, but I'm listening
Sure, sure, sure.
and looking forward. Yeah, I'll listen to the song first and then probably feel the
Sure.
song. Yeah,
We'll again replay it. Absolutely.
sure.
So for me, this song has some beautiful memories, and every time I go back and say that, I get goosebumps. So I was in school, and it's class 7 or 8, and those days parents were very particular, study and all, and it used to be Doordarshan only. So Saturday used to be Hindi movie from 6:30 to 9:20 or so, and Sunday used to be the vernacular movie, and that's only two movies we had access to, Doordarshan era. And I'm talking somewhere about 86, 85. Even then, Kishore Kumar was still alive. And so Saturday morning, I had this excitement to open the newspaper on page 2, and you see what is the movie of the evening. And if I was allowed, my father was okay to allow me that 2.5 hours. If he knew my passion from then, it is R.D. Burman. And that Saturday, it was Namkeen. So I have no idea. See, unlike today, we can't go and research. So Namkeen, Sanjeev Kumar, this actor, music director, and director's name used to come. Nothing else. So music director Rahul Deparman, director Gulzar. And then that evening was my buaka daughter, means my cousin Didi, her marriage that evening. So I went to my mother and said, I have studies and all that, and let me skip. Mother said, no, 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 you study later, but you how can you keep her manage, your sister and all that. My father already had somewhere had an understanding about me. So I went and told him, see, the real reason is this evening there's a movie called Namkeen. Gulzar Saab, Rahul Dev Burman, Sanjeev Kumar. I I can anticipate there will be phenomenal songs, and I can go back and listen to it later on, not like nowadays. So I know I said, so father then said, fair enough, fine. It is her sister's daughter. So if he says okay, my mother was okay. So he says, okay, fine. But you go to the reception, you skip it. Fine, I am okay with it. So evening I was alone at home. And I switched on the movie. So in class 7 and 8, it was not very easy to appreciate this movie, but still I liked it. But as Soumya said, it had some beautiful songs. But believe me, I had no appreciation for such songs then because these are extremely difficult songs to appreciate, but these are like old wine. And you must listen to Fir Se Aiyo Badra Videsi. What a composition and what a singing, my goodness. And Aki Chali, Baki Chali, Pantavate Tatka Begun Poda. What creations are later years I appreciated. But all these songs played, and the movie was coming towards an end. So Sanjeev Kumar is left now, as I said. So I still remember there was a blue wall clock in the rear part of our drawing dining room. I looked at it out of frustration that I let it go, but the song of which could have touched me has nothing. There's nothing. And I missed my sister's marriage. I looked, it was 8:40 p.m. I still remember. And as I looked, before even I could turn my head, the sound of cello came from the TV. And believe me, without looking at it, my inner self said, the moment is here for which you had forgone, the marriage. I still remember that feeling. I had not looked at the television. The cello and the guitar strums told me the moment has come. And that's the first experience of me of this song. And so it's still so deeply embedded, that watch, wall clock, the color, 8:40 p.m. Everything is, and I'm talking about some 85, 86, 1985, 86 memory. So that is how I chanced upon this song. So that's one part of the story. And this song, to me, as I think Shoma stated, if you remember, some of you are there, O Majhi Re Apna Kinara session that we had. There is a beautiful similarity between these two. And the similarity is that constant word that Samia said. The rhythm is constant from beginning to end. So the behind the bar scenes where Pancham, when he came and Maruti ji was, when he was making Kishorda rehearse, Maruti ji is a rhythm assistant, he had a different rhythm for Antara. The Panchamda came and said, keep it same across. Don't change rhythm anywhere. And the song was made like that because this constancy talks about the constant flow of life. And this also gives a feeling of loneliness, a feeling of boredom, a monotony that is there in a truck driver's life. I think there is no other song which depicts the truck driver's life in such beautiful way. So coming to that flow, the life flows, but the constant part of the rhythm. See, Sumita felt there's a flow, and Soma highlighted there's constant. That's, I think, the beauty of Panchamda when he creates, that he gives both opposite things a relevance. And what Purvi just now said also an eye-opener for me, easy part. So I realized, yes, this song has a very easy-going rhythm and melody. Now, then, as Purvi was saying, I realized that whom is Pancham filming it on? A truck drive. He can't be a representative of a very complex song. He is someone who is not educated, so we call it quote unquote literate, as we call. He sees life very simply. So when it is filmed on somebody who's a truck driver, it has to be very easy flowing. Unlike O Majire, which was not easy flowing because it was picturized on a teacher, on a doctor, who understands the inner philosophies of life. A truck driver doesn't. He's just depicting or thinking through simple thoughts of life. So I think that's wonderful, Purvi, that you brought out something I never ever thought. So this is the beauty of these discussions. And next time I talk about it, I'll add the easy part of it. So that's, I think, a very unique part of this creation. Now, Gulzarji's words, if you have heard it many times, maybe you would have remembered. So, Gulzarji talks about राह पे रहते हैं, यादों पे बसर करते हैं, खुश रहो अहले वतन, हम तो सफर करते हैं. राहों पे रहते हैं, यादों पे बसर. So we stay in the road, but we live in our memories. Such beautiful, quick, subtle contradictions that he brings. Stay in the road, but live in our memories. Because we are not constant anywhere. Now, next phrase, Khush raho ahle watan. It's something Gulzarji has lifted from somewhere. You know from whom? Very surprising. Nawab Wajid Ali Sir. So when he was dethroned by the British and he was leaving Lucknow, his last statement was to his empire, erstwhile empire, is Khush raho ahle watan. So that's from where he has picked this up. And Gulzari admitted that it's Nawab Wajid Ali Sir's couplet. Hum to safar karte. Now, when you see the song begin, the very first part, and we'll just play it now, starts off with a heavy cello. Cello is all about heaviness. So the split second Pancham takes us into a state of heaviness. And you're set that this song is going to be a heavy song in terms of the mood, not the singing. That but the mood is very heavy. And then comes the strum, and then the guitar actually smoothens the journey. You see, before even Kishorda begins, as Panchamda always does, by the time Kishorda begins, Panchamda has laid the thing that it is going to be a heavy song. It's going to be a journey song through the thumba playing. And then he stabilizes the song with beautiful guitar strum that is going to be a stable journey. Now, if you again watch this song, the rhythm, imagine you are sitting in a truck and going through a mountainous road. You'll exactly feel that in the rhythm. The way a heavy vehicle will move through the hilly roads, if the way you will move, just try to replicate that movement with the rhythm of the song. You'll find out that it actually rhythmic of the truck moving in not a light vehicle, the heavy vehicle's movement. There is one part to the extent you'll find, and I have in the text, where the Panchamda matches the rhythm of the viper. There was a viper which was moving in front of Sanjeev Kumar. Just watch it next time. The viper is actually on the rhythm of Panchamda. Just the way it is moving, the fourth bar, it will come back on the fourth bar to here and again move. It's actually replicating the rhythm pattern of Panchamda. And that's why Gulzarji had so much focus on the this thing, that it is trying to clarify the road ahead for Sanjeev Kumar. He is trying to get some clarity. So that's, I think, some of the initial aspects that I thought of highlighting. Anything you would additionally want to say?
Pratik,
So,
I actually have a question. I think that there was at one point, suddenly, I think where they show that it's probably started to rain or it's a rainy road, and something in the music changes. But I was like, okay,
awesome.
what is it trying to say? Is it because I don't know, I've not really been able to like connect
Awesome could be.
the
What an
dots.
observation.
But
And,
but then
let
again
me,
it catches back to the
I have a
same
text there.
rhythm.
I have
Okay,
a text
okay.
there. And believe me, this is something which bothered me for almost 24, 25 years as to why that came. And suddenly one evening, out of nothing, I was thinking of some program or something music. I remember this scene and it stuck me, my own way of interpretation, that why Pancham stopped the entire orchestration and just had a compressed guitar. That's what he was saying when it just started raining. Why did he do that? Why did he need to stop the entire orchestration, whereas everything was flowing smooth in life? And you have beautifully observed that part, which is at the in the second interlude. He does that.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the third interlude, he does again something extremely fascinating, which I'll talk about. So Pancham's the best part of all these numbers of Pancham is somewhere he signs off that This was created someday by Rahul Dev. He has the signature. That's his creation. He leaves his sign. And you highlighted one key. I'll come to that when you come to that song. It's there. Beautiful observation. I again share the screen and so for Anu, so you'll now see the song since your first time. There are texts which will come up because that's my interpretation of it, so that we get some. Okay, so you see the song starts with this, and this very music sends me goosebumps because that was 8:40 p.m. on 1986 or 87, and the cello comes up and it starts immediately sets us for a heaviness.
We don't see the video, Pratik.
We
Huh?
can't
We are not seeing the video.
You
Yeah.
can't see the video. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Then I had a share property. Now can you see? Okay.
खुश रहो अहले वतन हो हम तो सफर करते हैं राह पे रहते हैं यादों पे बसर करते हैं खुश रहो अहले वतन हो हम तो सफर करते हैं.
So you heard the violins also now. So while life is flowing, the violins is pulling him back. The violins has somewhere a melancholy tune to it. So violins is underplayed because he has to move on. He can't look back. But the inner subconscious is actually what the violins is representing. Anything?
Yeah, I would like to add something here, Pratik.
Yeah.
Because he was in love with Sharmila in this movie. Okay. And he wanted to help that family, but his helplessness also was subtly put through the violin. He wanted to help that poor family, but he's also restricted by his own challenges. Right. So with that heaviness, he left that house as much as I remember that.
Absolutely. That I think he wanted to marry Sharmila, but later to the mother went. It was Shavana. Something happened. Some confusion happened, and in the whole process, it broke down. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Bang on. Yes, that melancholy is a sense of separation.
जल गए जो धूप में तो छाया हो गए जल गए जो धूप में तो छाया हो गए आसमां का कोई कोना थोड़ा सो गए जो गुजर बस हो सुपे गुजर करते हैं.
So now, Purvi, that interlude is going to come where you had that curiosity as to why, what happened.
राह पे रहते हैं यादों पे बसर करते हैं खुश रहो अहले वतन हो हम तो सफर करते हैं।
So Purvi, you got some idea? Any thoughts, Purvi?
Not sure. I mean, ideally, uh, like it suggests something, change in mood, change in what he's thinking, change in where he's heading, but not sure.
Where is it? Sorry, some yeah.
I felt he was in his thoughts, and immediately he came into the present. That is the time when that whole shift happened.
Could be. It's absolutely good.
I also,
Very-
yeah, I also felt that this bridge represents the transition, the bridge, on which he's driving.
Yes. Actually, all are adding up to the whole thing that we are all seeing. Only what it struck me that night is what I think Sumita said also, the bridge. You just see where the truck is when this music starts. It's an absolute U-turn and it's starting to rain. This is the physical part, what I felt, the physical view. What happens? Think of you sitting in a vehicle in an absolute U-turn in heavy monsoons in a hill. What would happen to your inner self? If you were talking and all, you will hold on to your breath. There's some stress, U-turn, that raining heavily, to hold on till the car takes a U-turn and you see the road ahead. When you again, it's very unconscious activity that happens with many of us. We are worried. U-turn, nikal na jaye, udhar se gaadi aa raha hai, slip na kar jaye, heavy, raining heavily, can't see the road. No visibility. Okay. So this is what I interpreted. Pancham exactly replicated what happens. That compressed feeling within us, that वो दबाया हुआ feeling की stress का momentary होता है. And that's exactly what that compressed guitar was playing. All orchestration stopped. And now when the truck turns and there's a clear road ahead, the rhythm comes back just like it comes back within all of us. Now, coming to what Soumya also said, that it actually metaphorically represents the truck driver who was leaving, who didn't have clarity ahead because he's going for another project. He has thought through about his past, recent past, and now he takes a U-turn. He actually tries himself to come back from that past into the road ahead and possibly look ahead. So that juncture of moving from past to a clear road ahead, what we should ideally see, can also be, I think, can be an interpretation. It's all we are interpreting. And those greats did it with a split of a second, just like that. कुछ भी सोचा नहीं, उसका तो इंस्टिंक्ट ही ऐसा था, इसलिए वो है और हम हैं. पंचम तो बनाते ही थे एक गाना 3 मिनट में.
And this is uphill now that I'm looking at it right now. It is an uphill, future.
Uphill U-turn rains.
Yeah.
So, आप जब गाड़ी चला रही हो, बगल में बैठी हो, आपका ना, अब बात करो थोड़ा होल्ड कर जाओगे कि हो जाए, घूम जाए गाड़ी, दिख जाए. And that is exactly what I felt that evening when suddenly I realized when Pancham stopped all orchestration and did this. This was my interpretation. And now Samir said something and again Sumita observed. So all added together is actually culminating to a replication of what Sanjeev Kumar's state of mind is also. So beautifully. And now after this, he brings in Madal, he brings in flute. Sanjeev Kumar is trying to look forward to the journey. And where is he? In the mountainous terrain? Madal is all about the mountains. The Nepal mountain, the Darjeeling mountain, Madal is the instrument and flute. So he's just like any other song, Pancham's tried to create a landscape of where the music is happening. So he brings in all of that momentarily for Sanjeev Kumar to look forward. And then he goes back to the rhythm. So that's also subtle.
करते हैं, राह पे रहते हैं, यादों पे बसर करते हैं। खुश रहो अहले वतन, ओ हम तो सफर कर।
Now, I think again, this is where actually he firmly signs up that just what is now going to happen, that this was composed by Rahul Darbar. The song is loosely based on Rag Bilawal. Okay. And now what he does is unimaginable. So when the rehearsal was happening, the chorus was singing Sama, Sama, Sama. Panchanda came in, and so actually Panchanda said, it's evening approaching. Evening of his life, days is gone. He's going ahead into a state of darkness unknown, and it's an evening also physically. So he changed it. He did Sama, Sama. So the Sa that he is playing is actually the Pa. Pa, Ma, Pa. So he moves the Pa, he brings a Sa in place of Pa at the same level of Pa and makes it Rak Malkos, evening Rag, approaching. So you will listen Sama, Sama, Sama 3 times. The first 2 occasions, first time, then second time, it's Rag Malkos. And third time, he subtly brings it back to Bilawal and brings the song back to its own flow. You will see the Sa at a much lower scale. So he changed the whole landscape of the song to just the chorus, and that brief Malkons comes in and brings the onset of evening. And there is no hiccup, no jerk. That's what the beauty. And this, I think, only the ustad ke ustad kar sakte hain. Those who know how to really wield batons in classical music. Those who have, I think, end-to-end control of classical music, they can think of moving a sa into a space of spa. And that's exactly what he does. And what a beautiful feeling it brings in as the evening sets in.
Sama, 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 sama.
उसको शहर करते हैं, राह पे रहते हैं, यादों पे बसर करते हैं। खुश रहो अहले वतन, ओ हम तो सफर करते हैं।
राहों पे रहने वाला ये मुसाफिर घेरूलाल सफर करते करते एक बार दूर दराज के पहाड़ों में जाकर रुक गया।
The last part is, song doesn't end where Kishore Da ends. The guitar strums continues. The new rhythm of his life continues ahead. It keeps playing as the song's singing stops. So that's any other thoughts, and also of course on the Gulzarji's wording, lyrics. To me, I think one of the most exciting. That's what Gulzarji is. When he comes in the second Antara, उड़ते पैरों के तले जब बहती है ज़मीं. What a line, eh? Do we perceive moving in a vehicle like this? उड़ते पैरों के तले जब बहती है ज़मीं. movement का ऐसा expression, and so beautifully he brings in the helplessness of a truck driver. The truck driver is moving is one thing. Truck driver is static. The zameen behind, under him is moving. So he's helpless. He's static. He just is stuck there in life. मुड़ के हमने कोई मंजिल देखी ही नहीं. But we don't have time to turn around and see our targets. We keep moving. रात दिन राहों पे हम शाम शहर करते हैं. What a beautiful line. Any other things, lines of
So what stuck me with me the last line was बस्तियों तक आते आते रास्ते मोड़ गए. You know, that was
absolute.
that has just stuck with me right now when I was listening. I mean, I feel very touched by this line.
जो कि एक ट्रक ड्राइवर के लिए how true it is. And उसके पहले वाला लाइन के साथ ऐसे उजरे आशियाने तिनके उड़ गए. When I was traveling, so many homes got lost. मेरा भी घर शायद कहीं उड़ गए. और जब मैं finally just as you said, when I'm reaching my own घर, रास्ते मुड़ गए. I get into some other journey of life and don't go where my home is. And he concludes, हम ठहर जाए जहां उसको शहर. So for us, बस्ती तो है नहीं, पहुंच ही नहीं पाएंगे, तो हम जहां ठहरते वही हमारा शहर है. Amazing. Yes. So these two guys, when they collaborate, झगड़ा करते करते गाना बना. हमेशा झगड़ा ही किया सिर्फ.
It's magical when they collaborate, actually.
So in this book, I referred to this book earlier, Gulzarji's, one of his latest books about 2 years back. Actually, I met them. That's the name of the book. So it obviously has one great chapter on Rahul Dev Burman. So uska last para is, I just was reading through. Pancham left us way too soon, didn't he? Of course, he used to be always in a hurry. He would ask for tea. The tea would arrive boiling hot, but he would be in too much of a hurry to wait. He would pour water into the cup of tea to cool it and drink that while tinkering with a tune on the harmonium. No one knew why, not that he had anywhere to reach. Nonetheless, he would be in a tearing rush. That such a person would bid adieu to life before time is hardly that surprising. I have but one regret, that I was left behind like some sort of an incomplete half. A large part of me departed with Pancham. The Gulzar that remains now is but half complete. So that's the chemistry they had. Actually. Amazing. Anything else, Anu? Any thoughts from you? Your first session?
Yeah, first session and just soaking in, I would say. I never realized that there is so much. I mean, the music has always touched me, and that's the reason Smita has been encouraging me to join this group. One thing that has struck me is that there is so much that one can feel, one can learn, and especially your understanding of music is. I mean, I'm mesmerized. I was listening to the way you breaking it down, talking about it, and the group also can feel it. So it's about that space that is being created here. It will take me maybe a session or two. At the moment, I'm still enjoying the song. For me, it was a very mixed emotions. I found the character played by Sanjeev Kumar, of course, with the help of everyone's interpretation. There was a strange nonchalance, and it was being pulled back and then going ahead as well. So very I'm confused actually. I'm still processing it. Yeah, but then I love the how you say in such mahfils. I enjoyed the sama. I enjoyed the music, and then I enjoyed the sama which was happening here right now. So let me just enjoy that.
So I was wondering which summer you are referring to, the chorus
This
one or
one, this one.
this
No,
one.
no, no, this one. This one, listening to, oh, okay, what Soumya saying, oh, wow, okay. So Purvi noticed that, oh, okay, it's me saying that. And then, of course, the instruments and the knowledge of instruments, the ragas, uh, that I cannot probably reach there, but it was amazing.
मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता यार.
Nahi, this is,
म्यूजिक कुछ बजाना नहीं आता है,
I
and we
think,
have a
ये बस
phenomenal music.
यही बोलते हो आप हर बार.
No,
यही बोलते हो आप
Shumi,
हर
आप
बार.
बहुत fabulous singer. मेरा एक ही चीज है कि सुनता ही रहा हूँ, हाँ. And of course, we are in a coaches community. I keep saying my greatest coach in my life is one person, is Rahul Devar. Life lessons from him has been phenomenal for me, has changed me. The lessons that I have taken from his life, and so it has changed money. It has changed many traits of mine as a person.
only an artist can say that.
No, मेरे को
Because,
कुछ नहीं आता है. मैं
art,
नोट क्या होता है, बजाना क्या होता है, गाना क्या होता है, कुछ नहीं
I
आता है.
tell you that the art has this very interesting way of humbling us.
Absolutely,
Any form of art, because it's
absolutely.
so vivid and it's so amazing, and that's what I can receive also from you, that that humility comes in when we are enjoying art and there is so much which remains unexplored and we're still learning, and that really that makes you feel that, hey, what do I really know? Do I really know anything?
Absolutely, bang on.
So yeah, so just at the moment, just enjoying that.
And then it's a very good few of us who keep coming, and all of us are here, and there is a few more who keep joining. I think it's a very good, what I should say, stress buster for all of us,
Exactly.
refreshing session that we have, sharing each other's thoughts, views. Anything else from Purvi, Soumya?
When you mentioned about the rag transformation from Bilawal to Malkos, I thought that it's a shift from major scale to a minor scale where you have that melancholy setting. And that is the time when all other instruments played a role. And then again, it went into that Bilawal.
Correct. And no jerk, smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
Unless you are really a classical
feeling,
exponent, it will not
the
figure it out.
feeling changed, when that music.
Yeah, exactly.
The feelings change. So that was the rag does, the Bilawal is a major scale and Malkos becomes a minor scale. So
Absolutely.
that feeling shifts, yeah.
And I think the greatest of creators, artists, they don't want people to come and do wah to such changes. They always keep it so subtle, so unintrusive. And that makes them great because it takes years and decades to unearth those subtle beauties. They never wanted a wah. It's just like that creating.
Silly. It actually grows on you. These songs continuously grows on you. And now when I listen to it, I'll see that 840 ho gaya hai ghadi mein.
So this is such a beautiful memory I have of this song.
Thank you so much, Pratik, for such lovely interaction. And so you really invest so much of time to explore into a song, its lyrics, its musical instrument, and the feeling, and also work around the rags. It's commendable.
And these sessions are making me such a great learner. I must acknowledge Jaya for initially and all of you, because it's such a motivator. Last month we did Mere Naina Sawan Vadar, and we did all the versions of it. And believe me, when I was preparing for it, I somehow realized that मैं पंचम लेके 40 साल से तो पागल हूँ, पर पिताजी भी मेरे को अलाउ करते थे, मूवी देख लो, ठीक है, पंचम का है तो कुछ भी तो पता नहीं था मेरे को. मेरे नाना मैंने स्टार्टेड से ना, मेरे को लगा कि वो न्यूटन जैसा पेबल्स भी कुड़ाया नहीं, मैं तो बहुत दूर पेबल्स से, समुंदर तो बहुत दूर है. So much started flowing into me as I sat down deep. So this session also helps me get so focused. And when you do such activities, right, your concentration, your focus, you gather all your inner spirits. That's a very welcome practice, actually. Wonderful.
Wonderful session. Thank you so
Could
much.
be anything on closing note? Any
I've
other
gone
thoughts?
into a meditative space. Transformed. after the crazy, chaotic day, I have completely gone into the meditative space. No, but I think I just want to acknowledge something that Anu said about the, जो समा यहाँ बनता है ना अनु, ये ये प्रतीक का जादू है, and it grows on you. The like if you follow this series, there's a natural pull because of the sama that he creates. And I think in like there have been times when I have not been able to attend, but it's like you my mind is here even though I'm in some stupid meeting trying to solve for some I don't know what, just because I know that I cannot be here. And it's and then every time I think with me Pratik, ye last few sessions mein hua hai ki there have been songs where I've been hearing, like I've heard those songs for the very first time through this conversation, and it grows so much on you. Like by the end of the session, like I find myself humming that song again and again and again, and it's like मुझे तो ये song पता भी नहीं था. I had no connection with this song, but then it just grows on you. And I think the best part that I find also about this conversation, Pratik, is there's a lot of storytelling that happens, right? Uh, yes, there is a storytelling of the actual story of the movie or the song or the context or how the song was created. But I think there is something else that also gets created, which is like connecting all of this and the emotions that it brings out from each one of us. Because I think it's always happened that each one of us as audience have caught on to something very unique, which is which is like I don't know, very very strange, but it's always happened. And if you go back and look at the previous recordings also, you'll notice that हर एक जना कुछ ना कुछ unique ही पकड़ता है. And yes, then by the end of it I think everything like comes together. But and personally for me, and I've said this again and again, आधे से ज्यादा इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के नाम तो मुझे पता भी नहीं थे. I used to like just listen to songs and like enjoy the music without really understanding why and how is that magic of that music getting created, right? So now it makes so much sense, like when with all the commentary that you add to the song. So can't I mean always grateful for this. An
Yeah,
amazing learning experience.
So
yeah.
it's
Even I
actually
would like to
reciprocative.
say.
Yeah, sorry, Sum. Yeah, please.
No, so what Purvi was saying कि instruments के नाम पता थे नहीं थे. I would say that I would not even recognize the difference of instruments. But now after coming here, I've started to recognize अच्छा ये different instrument था, अब ये change हो गया है. And most of the songs that I have attended here, I've gone back and heard those songs back, and they have created a whole new different experience for me. And also the connections I've been able to make with my life, and when you interpret is very amazing. Right now I was just thinking about the transitions in my life, when there was a transition, he was moving, there was a pause, and it was like a feeling of whenever I go through a transition where I don't know what is going to happen, there's a state of breathlessness. I'm moving also, but that breathlessness, that is a form of anxiety. That is a form of I don't know what is going to come in, but still I'm moving. I'm just, and that is so beautiful. And you're absolutely right that Purvi, when you say that some of the songs I've never listened to before, but when I go back from here, it's like I've heard them from such a long time, and then I make it a point to watch those movies, and they are really beautiful. The sense you can make out of them is amazing. I cannot forget the songs that I have attended, but yes, it's a beautiful experience, Pratik, and thank you for bringing this to us.
But the always I say one thing. It is that collective thing, and what Purbi said. Just to give an example today itself, what Purbi said, that everybody brings in unique perspective. For me, this juxtaposition of your saying flow and someone else saying constant is such a beautiful learning that I never thought this way. You said it is a flow. Someone said the rhythm is constant, and both are opposite words merged into creating one meaning. And then Purvi comes with that fantastic perspective of easy. And then I realized, as Purvi was saying, I said, yes, it's easy. Why is it easy? It's a truck driver. Gerulal नाम है उनका. उसका जिंदगी में तो easy होना है. कैसे complex गाना उसके पीछे होगा. So all these perspectives which comes in and creates another new thought process. That is so motivating. That is so exciting in this whole session. देखिए मैं तो my interpretation, but the audience okay fine. तो उसमें मजा नहीं है. The whole involvement and the thinking that you put in, you get immersed in the session. That makes it so exciting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pratik.
I have few other songs, but I struggle, why in choosing the song, because I have to choose songs. So what I do is first I choose a song. I upload it in YouTube from my ID, because there are 2 or 3 sessions which YouTube banned. Okay, they didn't allow to upload because of copyright thing. Because I play the song, so I had to choose that. So this time, this is the 3rd song which I chose. The previous 2 were getting banned by YouTube. So I choose it. I see if they have done a copyright thing, then I cancel it after 2 days. Or otherwise, I then go ahead. So this one was not cancelled, so I went ahead. Because I don't want Jaya to also struggle, because more and more copyright issue comes, and this whole channel comes under a problem.
I would say that this song had to reach us. The song found us, yeah.
And on a closing note, one beautiful thing I forgot telling. So this is a part of a trilogy. I forgot saying this. The trilogy of a traveler that Gulzar Saab had created. The trilogy starts in 1971 with the traveler, enthusiastic traveler, starting his journey of life, very excited, wanting to explore the world in the form of Jitendra in Parichaya, Musafir Hu Yaro. So the traveler is excited, wanting to travel. Na ghar hai, na ठिकाना, मुझे चलते जाना. एक राह रुक गई. So he is excited, challenge. 11 years later, the traveler is saying, राह पे रहते हमको ये करना है, मैं मजबूर हूं. The traveler is a bit tired, 11 years travel. And then the traveler, another 5 years down the line, 4 years down the line, says, मैं थक गया हूं, मुझे सोने दो, बहुत रात हुई, in the form of Nasiruddin Shah, in a movie ironically called Musafir, starting word of his first song. So this is a trilogy of a traveler from 1971 to 1986. What is constant? It is Gulzar Saab, Rahul Dabbarman, Kishore Kumar, all remains constant. The traveler has moved from being an energetic traveler to becoming a traveler who says, मुझे बहुत रात हुई, मुझे सोने दो, मैं थक गया हूं. So Nasiruddin Shah says that. And what the biggest beauty, Musafir Hu Yaro was the first song where Kishore Kumar, Gulzar and Rahul Barman came together. मैं थक गया हूं, मुझे सोने दो was the last song that Kishore Kumar, Rahul Barman, Gulzar composed, after which Kishore Kumar passed away. The traveler died. So it's another beautiful trilogy of a traveler across 15 years.
I think they 3 had have a lots of karmic relationship.
Yes, so it's really
created such a beautiful songs together.
All 3 and all are traveler and the traveler stage, excitement to wanting to rest in peace. And all the 3 same artists. And first song, last song of the trial.
You have to
And it's a
start
middle one.
copywriting some of these sessions, है ना?
Absolutely.
The kind of trivia का पोटली बना के लेके आते हैं. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Pratik. Awesome.
Seriously.
Very, very cricket.
मैं भूल गया था ये share करना
haven't
था.
heard such
Do listen to the other song. मैं थक गया हूँ, मुझे सोने दो, बहुत रात हुई. It's not commonly available. YouTube में अभी available है. It's a Nasiruddin Shah from a movie called Musafir. That's their last song.
I wanted to share an experience, Pratik. I couldn't attend few of your sessions. Last week we had a mehfil and I sang Ghar Ka Gana, which you had already, we had worked on it. Aapki aankhon mein kuch. And your session was so, I mean, it was etched in my memory that I could express that songs in a way I could listen to the instruments. I was just singing in Tanpura, but that was etched that I could bring out that expressions of Rekha and
Wow.
Virod. So thank you for that.
एक कमाल तो उन लोगों का है। मैं तो सिर्फ बोल रहा हूँ, वो लोग 3 मिनट में किया, हम लोग घंटे भर इसको लेके डिस्कस करते क्या किया, वो तो किया था 3 मिनट में।
Awesome. Lovely.
Wonderful. Thank you and happy
Thank you.
Diwali to all of you.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Have a
Happy
great,
Diwali.
colorful Diwali
Bye.
and a great year ahead. We meet again after Diwali festivals in November with
Thanks.
another song.
Have a
Bye.
safe Diwali, all of you. Bye. Take care.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
Diwali.
Happy Diwali.